Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Marshall Sports Network. Tonight, the Bobcats are taking on Dardanelle. I didn't bother to find out their mascot tonight, Blaze. Blaze is under the weather. He's talking at about a whisper. So, what we've got, I believe we've got our junior varsity dressing. They're going to play a game first, and then we're going to move into the varsity game. And the varsity game is very important tonight because we're kind of playing the First Service Bank tournament from Clinton. We're playing a game for them up here. If you'll remember, Monday night, our boys were supposed to play at 8:30, and they were not able to. Dardanelle didn't want to make the drive with the promise of inclement weather, so that game was canceled. And we just decided, Donnie Smith got with Dardanelle, and we're going to play that game here. The winner of this game tonight, not the junior varsity, but the varsity game, will play Thursday night at 8:30. The loser will play Thursday night at 5:30. So, and then I believe our girls play at 7 on Thursday night. So we're playing to play before the girls for third or fourth, or playing to play after the girls for first or second. The junior varsity game is on the way, and Dardanelle controls the tip. They're working it around the top. On the floor, we have Timmy Martin, Adam Brown, Tate, Kelly, Christian Burks, and Andy Granado. Dardanelle goes up for a basket. They miss. Christian Granado comes on down strong and passes it out to Andy. Andy up at Tate, back to Tate at the top of the key, around. Finds Timmy Martin to Adam Brown. Boys just working it around. Adam looking to drive out to Tate. He tries to go inside. Timmy, he looks for Tate down low. Passes a little strong, and the ball goes out of bounds. Dardanelle in control of the ball. We're playing, it looks like, two halves in the varsity game. Dardanelle controlling. Still, neither team has scored. They're working it down low to try to get a three or go inside. Going to toss it over, trying to drive in, go across the court. Number 12 dribbles in. And we have a foul on Andy Granado. We've got Rory Bradley, Trey Wilkins, and Friend refereeing for us tonight. Number 12 for Dardanelle goes to the line. He misses the first one. He's getting two shots because he was in the process of shooting. Foul was on Andy Granado. Second one is up, and it's no good. Rebound, Andy Granado. Ooh! And they have a player hit hard, and our player, Andy, turns around to check, and Dardanelle's able to take the ball away. Referee wants a timeout, check on the kid, make sure he's okay. All right, it's going to be Dardanelle's ball out of bounds. That was a loud thump for sure. I'm not sure if he hit his bottom or if he hit his head, but it was super loud. So, number 5, Eddie Moore takes the ball out. He inbounds it to Reston Robinson. Back out to 00 Colby Holt. They try to save a rebound, but they throw it into the Bobcats, and Andy Granado drives for a layup. 2 points for Marshall Bobcats. Dardanelle on the move, crossing the timeline, down to 15. Oh, and the Bobcats are able to steal it. Adam Brown on the drive. He kicks it out to Timmy Martin. He's going to drive to the middle, out to Andy Granado. Kind of running a give-and-go offense right here. Dardanelle in a man-to-man defense. Andy Granado's going to control it at the top on the left side. Pass and go. This is a very fast set of boys. Andy Granado shoots a three. He misses. Dardanelle comes away with the rebound. Reston Robinson. Dardanelle's going to control it on their end. Cross-court pass to Eddie Moore. Bobcats try to get their hands on it. They're going to pull it back out. Eddie Moore looking back at the top of the key to Reston Robinson. Inside to Luke Roberts. He's going to drive to the bucket, go up for two. He doesn't make it. Two Bobcats go after it, and they tip it out of bounds. So the ball's going to remain with Dardanelle underneath their bucket. Number 5, Eddie Moore, with it out of bounds. He's looking across to number 2, Xavier Lunsford. He goes inside, Ian Moore, and he's called for the travel. Ball's going to belong to the Bobcats. We're running 2 halves with a running clock. I bet it was 2 15-minute halves. As I said, Blaze has a voice that is nothing but a whisper. Bobcats have the ball. They go up for a couple of shots. Tate gets a rebound from Christian Granado. He goes back up, and he's fouled. And we've got some substitutions coming in for Dardanelle. Tate Kelly at the line, shooting 2 shots. Got a little bit of a student section. First one's up and good. Scores 3-0. Dardanelle bringing in some new fresh legs. Like to play these junior varsity games. It gives every kid an opportunity to play. Tate Kelly's second one's up. It's no good. Rolls off the rim into the hands of Dardanelle. Those kids are going to practice, spending their time trying to get better, and this just gives them an opportunity to see the floor. Oh, good steal by Timmy Martin. He was wanting a foul. Ball's going to be called out of bounds on the Bobcats. He was headed to the goal and kind of bumped into by a Dardanelle player. Dardanelle controls it at the top of the key. They look inside. Going to go around, kick it back out to the left corner. Shoot. It's going to come off into the hands of Tate Kelly. He's going to dribble hard. He finds Timmy Martin. Timmy drives to the bucket. He ducks his shoulder, and he's called for the foul. Timmy Martin with his first foul of the night. Charge. Dardanelle controlling the ball. They picked up their dribble at the top of the key. Looking down low, they found someone in the right corner. Number 4 drives to the middle, passes it in. Looking. They're going to shoot a 15-foot jumper. It comes off into the hands of Christian Granado. He's going to kick it out to Adam Brown. Adam's going to try to drive the left side. He brings it back out to Andy, to Adam. Rolling it around, Timmy Martin. Timmy Martin and Tate look a lot alike, if you just glance. Timmy has it on the left side. He drives. Adam Brown does a fake, commits, and he's able to shoot a short jumper. Bobcats 5-0. Bobcats getting ready to make some substitutions in the game. We're going to have a foul. Foul on Christian Granado. It's going to be out of bounds. Into the ball game, we have Matthew Horton, Adam Harris, Kanan Horton, Cash Cox, and Luke Smith. Dardanelle controls it underneath their bucket. They go in for a layup, and Adam Harris fouls. Referee says count the bucket, and we're going to go to the line. Shooting for Dardanelle is number 12, Ian Moore. For some reason, I'm thinking Dardanelle may be the Red Devils, but I'm not sure. Miss on the free throw. Adam Harris has it. He drives. Not the Red Devils, I can tell you that. I don't know what that creature is. Adam Harris with the ball out of bounds. He throws it out to Matthew Horton. Matthew picks up his dribble down to Adam in the right corner. Adam over to Luke Smith. Luke's going to drive over to Cash Cox. Cash back out to Matthew. Over to Adam. Looking, working. Bobcats ahead, 5-2. Matthew Horton going to drive. Oh, we're about to run out of shot clock time. I could hear our people counting. Marshall with the ball inbounds. Kanan Horton to Luke Smith. He tries to go inside to Cash Cox, and it's batted away. Dardanelle goes in for a layup, and the score is 5-4. Matthew Horton on the move for the Bobcats, driving to the top of the key to Lucas Smith and Kanan. Adam Harris. He's going to drive, pull up his dribble, pass it off to Luke. Luke's looking. Cash Cox has it. He's going to dribble to Kanan Horton. Matthew down low, driving to the bucket. Kicks it out to Luke Smith. He shoots a three. He misses. Sand Lizard, thank you. Mine wasn't low. Dardanelle Sand Lizards. Thank you, Blaze. Sand Lizards control it on their end of the court. They're kind of doing a give and go. They throw the ball away. Cash Cox is able to save it, throw it back into his teammates. Matthew Horton's going to drive. He's kicking it out to Cash Cox. Pardon me. Excuse me. Dardanelle's able to come away with the ball and lay it up and in.
I was about to say, we both can't go down.
Bobcats with the ball on their end. Kanan looking to drive to the middle. He passes off to Matthew Horton. Matthew to Cash. Luke cutting the middle. Cash, it's him. Matthew taking the baseline. Sand Lizards are going to come away with the rebound. Driving to the left side. He's determined to go to the goal, and up it goes. Substitutions. Coming in for Dardanelle. The score's 8-5 in favor of the Sand Lizards. Lucas Smith's going to inbounds the ball to Adam Harris. Adam Harris is going to put it in motion. Kanan Horton, it got a little bit loose, but Kanan Horton was able to scoop it up. Lucas Smith there able to save a pass. He wasn't quite looking, and Kanan passed it, but he was able to grab onto it. Kanan with it down in the left corner. Back out to Luke at the top of the key. Luke hits Cash Cox. He hits Adam Harris. The ball's going to roll out of bounds off the feet of the Marshall Bobcats. 4:31 left to go. We've got a new set of players coming into the game. Fresh legs. The 5 that started the game are coming back into the game. Dardanelle with the ball at the top of the key, hitting the middle. They're going to kick it over to the left corner. They're looking inside, giving a give and go, running the baseline. They weren't able to hit their man. They've got it on the distant 3 on the right corner, and he hits that. So the score is now 11-5 in favor of the Sand Lizards. Andy Granado down to Timmy Martin, out to Tate. Over to Adam Brown. He tries to take the left side. He pulls up, shoots a 3. It's off. Tate scrambles. He comes away with the rebound. Back to Andy Granado. He shoots a 3. It comes off into the hands of the Sand Lizards. Timmy Martin's there to get a stop. He and Adam have got him trapped up. Adam ends up with the ball. We're going Marshall Bobcats direction. Down to Timmy Martin. He's got a 3. Oh, looking good, but it came off the front. Sand Lizards are on the way. And they were able to convert on a layup. Adam Brown with the ball. Oh, what we got here? We've got a foul on Dardanelle. Bobcats with the ball out of bounds on the visitor side. Well, it's now kind of the home side since COVID. Tate Kelly at the top, over to Andy. Andy launches a 3. It looked like it would go, but it bounces off the front of the rim into the hands of the Dardanelle Sand Lizards. They drive down to the bucket. Bobcats are able to come away with a rebound. Andy Granado on the move, driving. Oh, and it's taken away. As he was driving through the middle, Sand Lizards kind of got their hands on it, and they were able to scoop it up. Sand Lizards control it at the top of the key. Driving for a short jumper. It's in and out. We're going to have an offensive foul on the Sand Lizards. Foul count is Marshall has 4, and I believe the Sand Lizards are going to have 4 now. Ball is inbounded from Andy to Adam Brown. He's got it to Tate in the right corner. Back out to Andy. Andy's going to drive the right side. Finds his brother in the right corner. He's going to dribble the baseline. Turn around. He's going to have a jumper. It's going to roll, and Andy's going to be called for his second foul. Minute 35 left to go in the half. Excuse me. Sand Lizards walking the ball up. Bobcats came out strong with a 5-0 lead, but the Sand Lizards have shot 13 unanswered points. Bobcats have got to put the ball in the hole and put some points on the board. Had a tie ball. The ball's going to belong to the Bobcats. Andy into Adam. I don't think Adam realized the clock was running. It didn't matter. He was trying to waste some time, but the clock was running. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we got a late call on a walk. 51 seconds. Bobcats in possession of the ball. Andy Granado going to bring it up. Over to Timmy Martin. He hits Adam at the top. Tate to Timmy. Timmy's at the top of the key. He turns and finds Tate. Tate finds Christian in the right corner. Back out to Timmy at the top, at the key, right part of the key. Sand Lizards are able to steal it. They're headed their direction. Into the post, kick it back out. They're trying to run like a throw it in, kick it back out for a 3. Oh, my goodness. Thought we would see what they were trying to do. The Bobcats were about out of time, and we made a long pass. And Sand Lizards came away with it, but it didn't work for them. The score at half is Sand Lizards 13-5. So it's kind of dead silence today between Blaze and myself. Blaze over there in whispering mode. I'm trying to text it.
I can talk a little bit.
You can.
That's as much as I'm going to get.
I'm trying to text directions how to fix dressing that goes with turkey and dressing to my girl. I'm afraid that's not going to work out well. Sand Lizards are going to come out at half controlling the ball. Score 13-5, Sand Lizards on top. On the floor, we have Timmy Martin, Adam Brown, Tate Kelly, Andy Granado, and Christian Granado. Sand Lizards working it around. They go inside, kick it back out, and we have the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Marshall Bobcats. Andy Granado inbounds to Adam Brown. Back out to Andy. Sand Lizards are able to steal, but they end up going out of bounds. Timmy Martin into Tate Kelly. Tate's looking to drive the right side. He kicks it out to Andy. Andy across court to Adam Brown. Adam looking inside to Christian Granado. Christian's going to turn. Sand Lizard gets their hand on the ball, and it's loose, and it goes. We're going the other direction. Sand Lizards shoot. It's going to come off. It comes off in the hands of Andrew Granado. He does an outlet pass to Timmy Martin, gives it back to Andy. Adam Brown has it on the right side. He shoots for 3. He misses. Christian Granado going strong for the rebound. Ball was just a little out of his grasp, but he's able to put his fingertips on it and bat it off a Dardanelle player, and it's going to belong to the Bobcats. Timmy Martin into Andy Granado. To Tate. Tate's got a clear path, but he pulls up, needing to find someone to get rid of it. He goes to Andy Granado. Timmy Martin over in the right side. Back it at him to the top. We're coming back right. Oh, my goodness. Timmy's going to be called for the charge, or moving screen. Offensive foul. That's the first foul of this half. Second one on Timmy. Sand Lizards have it. They go in and out. They found a man down low. He's stuck, but he finds another man. Wonderful block by Tate Kelly, but Sand Lizards trying to save it, batted off of our player. He's having to take some deep breaths down there. That kind of hurt. Sand Lizards have it underneath their goal. They find a man in the corner. He thinks about shooting. He's going to throw it cross court high. They're going inside on the left. Back out, shoot a 3. It comes off, but it comes off into the hands of the Sand Lizards. They go off for a jumper. Christian Granado's able to block it, and it goes out of bounds. For the Bobcats, we have that Lucas Smith, Matthew Horton, Kanan Horton, Cash Cox, and Adam Harris. Sand Lizards inbound it. They shoot 3. They come away with the rebound. We got to crash those boards. We can't treat this like it's not important. Just because it's junior varsity, it is important. It's important for you to get good practice. Sand Lizards shoot a 3, and they come away with their rebound again. And they drive the baseline. They shoot. Adam Harris goes up big and strong and comes down with the rebound. Adam Harris to Kanan. Couldn't quite tell if he's going to Kanan or Lucas. Kanan tries to pass it out. Sand Lizards were able to steal it. They were driving to the bucket, and they are fouled by Kanan Horton. Excuse me. Excuse me, my voice is getting a little dry too. Sand Lizards making some substitutions. They hit the first one.
You're scaring me.
I'm scaring you. We may have to be the silent broadcasters the next 2 days. Second one's up, and it rolls in. Score is 15-5. Bobcats have not scored in the second half of the first half, and they haven't scored the first half of the second half. We have 10 minutes left to go on the clock. Matthew Horton with the ball. He's driving to the bucket. He tries to lay it up. Sand Lizards get the rebound, and we're headed the other direction. Cross-court pass. 0's going to drive. And he's going to shoot a short jumper and in. Adam Harris down to Kanan Horton. Over to Matthew. Bobcats just working it around, looking inside. Into Cash Cox. Time for Cash Cox to make a move. Matthew Horton goes, we're going to be called for a walk. Matthew jumps up to shoot, and he decides not to, but he comes back down with the ball, and he's called for the walk because both feet left the floor. Matthew giving a little bit of press, going to try to take it away from him. Sand Lizards working it around. They're going to drive to the middle, looking for a player on the base side. Cash Cox is able to take that ball away. Luke Smith tries to make a long pass. It's intercepted by the Sand Lizards. They have the ball. They're driving to the middle. Spin move. It comes off into the hands of Adam Harris. He's scrambling big. Ball's going to belong to the Sand Lizards. Time's ticking off. 9:05 left to go in this half. Oh, no, 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 no. They've decided the ball belongs to the Bobcats. Adam Harris with the ball. He's going to bring it on down to the right side to Kanan Horton. Kanan's looking inside to Cash Cox. He goes to the top of the key, out to Adam Harris. Kind of got a give and go offense here. Adam stuck, looking for Cash. Good pass from Adam to Cash. Matthew down to Cash. Cash is going to take a little jumper. It's going to come off. Matthew goes in for the rebound. We're going to have a foul on number 10 from Dardanelle. We're going to have Robert and Misha come into the ball game. Robert's coming in for Cash. Misha coming in for Kanan. Misha is quite tall and quite the mathematician. Ball's going to be inbounded to Luke Smith. He's going to drive to the middle. He tries to go up, but changes his mind. It's out to Matthew Horton. He shoots. He ends up on the floor, passes to Lucas Smith. Lucas has it down low. He shoots. It comes off to the Sand Lizards. Sand Lizards are handed their direction, and they're going to make two. Oh, Bobcats, sloppy pass right there. Sand Lizards are able to steal it. They're going to shoot the three. It comes off, but it comes off into their hands. And they lay it up for two more. 21-5. Robert inside to Misha. Misha going to take it on the baseline. He's going to kick it back. Go up, Misha. He's in there 100 seconds. Matthew Horton, finally, we've got 2 points. Misha in the lane quite some time. I don't know if they call the lane in his country. Sand Lizards for three. We've got a substitution, 6:44 left to go. Big game yet to come. Varsity game. It's part of the Clinton First Service Bank. Whoever wins plays at, what did we say, 8:30 tomorrow night. Adam Harris with the charge, driving to the bucket. Matthew Horton applying a little bit of pressure. Dardanelle going to bring it on down. Keep it at the top of the key. They're looking inside. Hands up, Bobcats. Going to have a foul on Robert, number 24. It's going to be his first. Sand Lizards throw it in. They shoot a three over on the right corner. They miss. It ricochets right into their hands. They're working it around. Bobcats are not getting are given a lot of second opportunities. Sand Lizards with the ball, driving to the middle. They're going to kick it back out to the three, go inside, turn and jumper. It comes off, but the Sand Lizards get the rebound. And they grab it and make it. Bobcats shoot, comes off. We're headed the other direction. 7-26. Just working it around. They're going inside. He kind of shoved off a little bit. I don't guess they're going to call it. They score 2 more points. Bobcats with the ball. Misha. He's going to have it tied up. Ball's going to belong to the Sand Lizards. They're going to pass it in. Matthew Horton trying to apply a little pressure. Over on the right side, back to the top of the key. 4:16 left to go in the game. They're really spread out. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Bobcats applying some good pressure defense right now, keeping the Sand Lizards from scoring. 9 seconds on the shot clock. They're open for three right then. They shoot. They hit the rim. It would have been a reset had they got the rebound, but the Bobcats had the rebound. Matthew Horton taking it on the left hot side. He shoots. He doesn't make it, but he is fouled. 3:40 left to go in the game. It's been a 2 15-minute halves running clock. Matthew misses the first one. He's going to come into the game for Luke. Timmy Martin's going to come into the game for Adam. .314. Matthew shoots again. Sand Lizards are going to shoot and make a three. Hugo Garcia is going to come into the ball game for Matthew Horton. Adam Brown into Timmy Martin. On the floor we have Adam, Timmy Martin, Robert, Misha, and Hugo. Adam finds Robert. He tries to drive right, back to Timmy. Timmy's going to drive to the middle. He's trying to work his way. Hugo was cutting the back door. Timmy tried to hit him, but it hit some Sand Lizards' legs, and they're going to come away with the ball. Long pass down the floor. They've got an open man on the block, and they lay it up and in. 33-8. Timmy Martin with a long three. Sand Lizards grab that rebound. They're headed the other direction. They're going to shoot a three. It's going to bounce off. And Hugo Garcia comes in big. He's dribbling fast. Misha tries to drive into the middle. Got a player to come in. .140 left to go in the ball game. Just kind of stopped. The referee just kind of stopped the game and handed it back to him, didn't he? Just to let these kids get some playing time. Sand Lizards have it down low, and the shot is made and good. Adam Brown headed the other way. He's going to take a long three, and it's going to go in. 11-35. Sand Lizards answer with their own three. Bobcats going their direction. 1:04 left to go. Adam Brown's going to take another three. It bounces off. Timmy Martin was high for the rebound, but he just missed his timing. Oh, I don't know how that happened. I don't know if the student section helped call it, but it goes out off the hands of a Sand Lizard, it appears. Robert with the ball. He's looking for Adam. Adam finds Timmy. Timmy drives to the middle. He shoots. It comes off. Hugo goes in for a rebound. Sand Lizards working it around. 17 seconds left to go. Bobcats playing some aggressive D. The clock's ticking down. 8 seconds. Sand Lizards inside. They've got a 15-foot jumper. They shoot, they miss, but it comes off. Scramble for the ball, and that's the ball game. The Sand Lizards are going to win the junior varsity game. So what we have coming up next is the Marshall Bobcats, senior boys, playing the Dardanelle Sand Lizards for position. What do you want me to do? Oh, we both have one? We're fixing to put on a spotlight show up here from our area. Oh, okay. Just turn it on. All right. getting ready for the Bobcats to run out. Forming our spirit line. Darling, holler at him to put him down. Kaiser! Are they ready? Are the lights out? That's not a rule. I mean, or is that the way we let it? Coach Stewart always did that, but All right, we're back, getting ready to play this varsity ball game. Marshall Bobcats against the Sand Lizards. They're introducing the players right now for the Sand Lizards. Number 14, Braden Tanner. They've already introduced. What am I doing? We're struggling up here tonight. Blaze is having to communicate with his hands. So for the Sand Lizards, number 11, Rod Chayton. Number 14, Braden Tanner. Number 35, Chase Jordan. Number 24, Robert Millard. And I think I've gotten them all. Bobcats getting ready to be introduced. We're going to have Al Govey, Bryce Griffin, Peyton DePriest, Jesse Ragland, and Logan Ward. Dardanelle beat Wonderview earlier in the week by 2. Wonderview's a pretty good 2A team. They lost to County Line by 10, and County Line will be one of the favorites to win. Well, let me back up. Wonderview's just a 1A school, not a 2A. So Dardanelle beat Wonderview by 2, and they're a pretty decent 1A school. They lost to County Line by 10, and County Line is going to be in the favor to win the 1A state tournament in boys this year. Marshall Bobcats are 2A. They also beat CAC by 12, and CAC was state tournament team last year. So it's going to be a good competition tonight between the Marshall Bobcats and the Dardanelle Sand Lizards. Getting ready to tip off here in a second. So Dardanelle presenting a pretty good team for us to go up against. They've got a couple of pretty good-sized players out there. Bobcats going to have to play hard. The winner of this plays in the finals tomorrow night, Thursday night, at the Clinton First Service Tournament. The loser will play, I'm not sure who they'll play, but they'll play at 5:30. Our girls are playing at 7 o'clock for the championship. And so we're getting ready to tip it off. Friday night we'll be traveling to Mountain View to take on the Mountain View Yellow Jackets. Jumping center for the Bobcats is Logan Ward. Dardanelle's going to control the tip. Number 11, Rod Chayton, gets it over down low to Robert Millard. Robert Millard breaks back door. He shoots up for 2. Beautiful alley-oop. First foul goes to Marshall, and it's on Jesse Ragland. Robert Miller going to convert. He misses. Jesse Ragland comes in with a big rebound. Bryce Griffin. They're going to meet Bryce Griffin and try to trap him in this left corner. He gets it over to Al Govey. Al looking for Logan Ward. Low key. Sand Lizards get their hands on it. They're running a big wide open defense. They're quick and they're strong, so they can have a lot of spread to their arms. They're tall. They can take up a lot of area on that basketball court. Al Govey over on the left side to Bryce Griffin. Bryce back to Al. Al about to run out of shot clock time, and we shoot and miss, and the ball's going to belong to the Sand Lizards. They're going to walk it up. Sand Lizards they just look pretty tall from this perspective. Very long arm, very quick. They're able to take up a lot of space on that defense. They're going to work it around the key down to Rod Chatham. Back out to Braden Tanner. He's going to run the point, driving to the middle, looking over to Rod Chatham. Chayton. 14's going to take a 3. It's going to take a Dardanelle bounce. They're going to get the rebound. Logan Ward jumps up high, but he taps it out of bounds. Ball's going to stay with Dardanelle. Number 11, Rod Chayton takes it out. He's going to inbounds it to Robert Millard. Over to Kanan Tracy. No, Chase Jordan. They shoot, they miss, but they get their rebound. We're seeing the same thing as we had last night. We're letting them have too many chances. You give them that many opportunities, they're going to make the shot. Scores 4-0. Dardanelle, Peyton DePriest at the top. Long three, he misses. Rebound, Jesse Ragland. He goes up for two. He misses. The ball's going to belong to Dardanelle. Number 24, Robert Millard, brings it in to Rod Chayton. He's going to pass it off to the man that controls the point, Braden Tanner. Walking it on in. Over to Rod Chayton. Back to Creed Vega. Braden Tanner's going to shoot a three, and it's going to be good. And just like that, it's 7-0. Bobcats yet to score. 5:45 left to go in the game. Oh, it's going to be intercepted by Dardanelle. Out to Rod Chayton, and he's going to have an easy layup. Over to Al Govey on the right side. He's looking. He's going to drive. Out to Peyton, a long three on the left corner, and it's good. 9-3. Braden Tanner walking the ball up for the Sand Lizards. Over to Rod Chayton. Over to Robert Millard. Oh, Logan Ward's able to steal that ball. Bryce Griffin goes in for a layup. They're not going to call anything, but they are going to call out. It seemed like a Sand Lizard came down there and blocked the shot. I guess they got their hands on the ball. The referee was standing right there. It's going to be out on the Sand Lizards. The Bobcats are going to control the ball. Did you see it? Peyton DePriest bounced it off his back, jumped in bounds, and shot it. That was awesome. 5-9. I've seen it on, that's real life. I've seen it recorded. I've seen it in real life. Robert Millard out to Rod Chayton. Into Braden Tanner. He shoots. It comes off. We're going to have a foul on number 35, Chase Jordan, over the back. Bobcats finding their rhythm. Student section finding their voice. We're going to need the student section because the Dardanelle Sand Lizards have brought a good team to the Bobcat Gymnasium. Peyton DePriest over to Al Govey. He drives to the middle, kicks it out to Jesse. Jesse fakes a three. He comes around. He finds Bryce Griffin. Peyton's down here low. Al Govey over to Peyton. Oh, it's intercepted by Robert Millard. He's going for the layup around the back. He shoots, and Al Govey's going to foul. Okay. Dardanelle is Class 4A. That would be the same that Clinton is. Marshall is we're a 2A conference. At the line, Robert Millard, he shoots and he scores. Scores 12-5. Bobcats behind by 7. Bryce going to bring the ball on down. Over to Al. Al back to Bryce. We're kind of sloppy with our passes as quick as Dardanelle is. We got to make them quick and sure. Al trying to drive to the center to Bryce. Bryce is going to take a three. It's going to come off, but Peyton and Logan both tip it. It ends up the Sand Lizards come away with it. Braden Tanner's down. Oh, Logan just got away with a shove. Braden Tanner has it for a three. He drives to the middle, shoots a jumper. It comes out into the hands of Jesse Ragland. He's going hard. He's going to find Al. Back to Peyton. Peyton's at the top. He shoots, and good. 12-8. Good job by the Bobcats. Working it, Sand Lizards working it around. Rod Chayton back to Robert Millard. Over to Braden Tanner. They're not hitting their inside man very well. Oh, we got a little bit of pushing and shoving down there. Sand Lizards take a three. It comes out into the hands of Logan Ward. Bobcats have a great opportunity to close this to a one-possession game right here. 12-8 over to Peyton. Peyton's going to take a three, and it's going to go in. 12-11. 2:52 left to go in the game. In the quarter. Rod Chatham is going to bring the ball in. Braden Taylor. They're looking inside to Chase Jordan. Over to Robert Miller. They're not able to get it inside. We're doing a good job on the inside. We've got Creed Vega and Chase Jordan, and they're not getting a lot of touches down low. So Bobcats playing a really good defense down there. Braden Taylor takes a jumper. He misses. Robert Vega tries to save it. He bats it back in bounds. Not quite sure how the referee would have called that. I'm afraid he would have said that was an out on Bobcat, so I'm glad that Chase Vega went after it, or Creed Vega went after it, and he ends up getting it out of bounds. Wait. Yeah, we did. Blaze is trying, bless him. He's like, we came to play tonight, and we did. Peyton to Bryce, walking it on up. They're playing a 1-3-1 spread defense. Inside to Jesse. Jesse kicks it back to Peyton, and Peyton scores. So Sand Lizards are going to have to think a lot about that 1-3-1 defense they've got going. They've got the Bobcats really spread out, but that's within our three-point range. On top for the first time tonight. Oh, we almost have a steal. Robert Miller puts it on the ground. Braden Taylor to Chase Jordan. Braden Taylor has had a lot of touches. He's a similar player. He's about the size of the Patton boy last night. He's doing a lot of the scoring. They're not getting it inside to their big post players, so Creed Vega and Chase Jordan not really being a factor, but Braden Tanner definitely is. I think I probably called him Taylor. Score is 14-14. I thought we were just up by 1 and then they scored. I don't know. I might have called the score wrong earlier. .142 left to go in this first quarter. Tie ball game. Sand Lizards going to bring a press. They're going to pick up the Bobcats at about three-quarter court. Going to run like a 2-2-1 press, or maybe fill on all the gaps. Peyton DePriest with the ball. He's looking down low. He finds Jesse Ragland. Jesse shoots. It comes off into the hands of Chase Jordan. Chase gets it to Robert Millard. They're running a guy baseline. Number 1, Christian Alvarado. He's going to shoot a 3. It's going to bounce high into the hands of Chase Jordan, but the Bobcats end up with a foul. Number 1, Logan Ward with his second foul of the evening. Uh-oh. I was kind of confused there. Bryce thought they had called something totally different. He was ready to take the ball out of bounds. Sand Lizards with it underneath their bucket. They're going to kick it out to Braden Tanner. He's going to shoot, and he makes 3. They're bringing us the press. Bobcats need to take care of it. They need to make good snap, quick passes, not these lobs. Finding Jesse Ragland down low, and he shoots it for 2. That's not the kind of press that's going to work for them, and I'm glad of that. We are behind by 1.55 seconds left to go in the quarter. Robert Millard with the ball. He's looking. He shoots a 3. It bounces high into the hands of Logan Ward. Logan to Bryce. We're on the right side. Logan's looking to break to the bucket. He goes up. He's met with 2 defenders. One of them's going to get called for a foul. Number 35, Chase Jordan. He was in the process of shooting. Logan has the opportunity to tie us up with the Sand Lizards or put us ahead by 1. Chase Jordan does have 2 fouls. So not being a factor on the offensive end, he is getting out there and playing some defense. They're going to replace him with a much shorter guy. That's going to take up some of the, going to decrease some of that arm width that they have spread out there on defense. Logan's second one's good. Bobcats are up by 1, 39.6 left to go in the quarter. Shot clock, 32. Sand Lizards working it around. They're going to throw a cross-court pass to Robert Miller. They're going to hit Rod Chayton, going to the middle. Number 21 comes away with the rebound. Bobcats they miss all those shots. Bobcats are going to come away with it. We need to protect. Peyton DePriest, back to Bryce. Over to Al, back to Bryce. Over to Peyton. Peyton's going to drive left. He's going to go up and in. Much better play than we saw last night in the Bergman gym. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. The Bobcats are going to go in with a lead, 20-17. This is the team I'm used to seeing. Bobcats have made no substitutions in the first quarter. Are we up or we're just going? Oh, Blaze has got his graphics. He's done a great job on his graphics. We're proud of those. Well, on the foul board, the Bobcats have 3. Dardanelle Sand Lizards have 2, and both of those 2 belong to Chase Jordan. Bobcats going to keep the same 5 they started the game with on the floor. Chase Peyton into Al Govey. Over to Bryce. Al Govey. Directing traffic. Bryce. Peyton running. They're finding him. They're looking. Bryce looking to the middle to Jesse. Jesse has it up at the top of the key. He's going to drive to the middle. He finds Al Govey. They cover him up quickly. He tries to put it on the floor. It's going to, it belongs that way. Referee was standing right there. He wasn't quite sure, but if he wanted to ask me, it went out on the foot of the Dardanelle Sand Lizards when Al tried to cut through the middle there. Peyton DePriest. Going to hit Bryce Griffin. We're going to work it around. Peyton to Jesse. Back to the middle. Jesse to Al to Bryce. Sand Lizards get their hand on it. We needed to shoot. The clock. I keep forgetting about that shot clock. The shot clock wound down on us. We took too much time. When that ball went out on their feet, it was not change of possession, so we didn't get a shot clock reset. Bobcats in a man-to-man defense. Peyton coming out to help. Number 24, Robert Millard with the ball. He's going to get it to Braden Tanner. Over to Christian Alvarado. Back to Braden Tanner. He's the one that goes and makes those easy little jump shots. Robert Millard driving over to, and they're in the same situation, but yeah. Okay, so they were out of time. But they shoot it, and it hit the rim, so that meant it reset. The horn blew twice. We're going to see Co-Harness come in and give Al Govey a rest. Alessandro Govey. Number 14. I believe Co-Harness can give him some aggravation. Over to Christian Alvarado, back to Braden. Christian Alvarado. Christian Alvarado in the corner for 3. He shoots, and it's good. Tie ball game 20-20. Sand Lizards bringing a press. Bobcats. Oh, goodness. Peyton jumping high to get it. He finds Jesse down low, and in it goes. We've made several points by busting their press. Good job by the Bobcats. Bobcats in a 2-1-2 zone defense. Braden Tanner going to drive. He's going to kick it out to Christian Alvarado. Back to Braden Tanner, over to Robert Millard. He's going to shoot the 3. It's going to come into the hands of Jesse Ragland. Remember, earlier in the ball game, their big man, Chase Jordan, had to go to the bench with 2 fouls. Bobcats working it around. Jesse having it at the top of the key. He's looking, bounce pass to Peyton, inside to Logan. Logan's going to try to take the baseline. They're going to call something on Robert Millard, a push. I don't know that he pushed or Logan just got tangled up, but whatever it was, we'll take it. Peyton DePriest with the ball out of bounds underneath the Bobcat bucket. He tries to hit Logan. I don't think Logan was prepared, but thank goodness, number 21, Creed Vega, dribbles it off of his toes. So the ball's going to be going back the Bobcat direction. Bryce into Peyton. Peyton over to Cole, long cross-court pass. He's met with a tall Rod Chatham. He's going in for a layup, and the Sand Devils have tied the ball game. Bryce has it on the right side. He finds Jesse down low. Jesse working it around to Bryce. Cole was begging for it. He's open, but there's a lot of arms between Bryce and Cole. Bryce is going to dribble to the middle. He's going to take a short 15-foot jumper. Jesse Ragland and Rod Cheatham go up to battle for it, and Rod ends up bouncing it out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Bobcats. That's a lot to say. Bryce goes up for the layup. He misses the first one, gets his own rebound, and puts it back in. Good job, Bryce. 24-22, Bobcats on top. Hey, did we show the screen? Is the score in the screen today? Okay. Robert Miller on the left corner. Braden Tanner up at the top. Back to Robert. They're definitely two of Dardanelle's shooters. Braden's going to drive to the middle and sinks two on a 15-foot jumper. Cole Harness taking it up the right side. Cross-court pass to Bryce. Bryce is going to get it across the timeline. Cole going up for a shot. It's blocked by Rod Cheatham. The Sand Lizards are on their way. They get a bounce pass into Rod Cheatham, and they're going to score. Referee has called his timeout. Logan has turned his ankle, and he's limping off. Into the ballgame for Logan is Al Govey. Peyton's going to throw it into Alessandro. Over to Bryce on the left side. Bryce looking. Jesse's wide open down there. Good job, Bryce. Great assist. Jesse, easy layup. 26-26. A lot of points we're stealing on that press. They could run that all night long the way it's working out. Chase Jordan back in the ball game. He has 2 fouls. Robert Miller on the offside. Christian Alvarado over here with the 3. He shoots, and it goes in. Daredevil, or Sand Lizard, I want to call them the Daredevils. That's almost like our Southerners joke. The Sand Lizards have a good 3-point shooter in Christian Alvarado. We throw the ball away. The Sand Lizards are able to grab it. Cole Harness runs up, and the Sand Lizard player stopped, and he bumped into him, and he's going to be called for a foul. Sand Lizards drive to the middle. Braden Taylor. He's just a good little player, and he's very high percentage shooter tonight. We've got Al Govey trapped. Do you want to go tell her that? Someone needs to tell her dress code applies. Go tell him and see what he says. I'll tell her if you'll tell her to come here. Huh? I do, though, because she's just... Two minutes, 48 seconds left to go in the half. Sand Lizards have gone up by 5. Cole Harness playing some aggressive defense on Braden Taylor. He's going to drive to the middle, step back into Creed Vega. Creed's going to drive down low. He doesn't convert. Peyton comes away with the rebound, and Peyton's on a mission to the goal. He lays it up. It comes softly off the glass. The Sand Lizards get the rebound. They're going their direction. Pass, pass, pass. And Creed Johnson puts it in. Scores 33-26. Bobcats with the ball. Jesse's going to take a three. It's going to bounce high. Creed Vega comes away with the rebound. He's going to pass it to Chase Jordan, out to Robert Millard, inside to Creed Vega. He's stuck. Braden Taylor's come across the top. He's wanting the ball. Oh, Bobcats get their hands on it. They're able to flip it into the arms of Jesse Ragland, and as he takes off, he's going to be fouled. Minute 52 left to go in the half. Peyton DePriest, a short jumper. Robert Millard to Braden Tanner. He shoots and he scores. 36-26. Bobcats behind by 10. Peyton DePriest finds Jesse. Oh, Rod Chetham's waited, steals the ball. Had a beautiful pass going to Jesse Ragland. It's off over here to number 1, Christian Alvarado. He's trying to go into Rod Chatham. It's back to Robert Millard. Over to Braden Taylor, out to Christian Alvarado. He shoots 3 and it's good. He's been money from the three-point shot. Bryce Griffin. Bryce is going to drive to the bucket. He lays it up. He gets his rebound, and his second one goes in. Sand Lizards with the ball. Christian Alvarado, he's been money at the 3, and he's money again. 42-28. The Sand Lizards are ahead by 14. What was once a Bobcat lead has been turned into a Sand Lizard lead. Cole Harness on the 3-point. He passes to Peyton. 22 seconds. Bryce inside to Jesse. Jesse out to Alessandro. Alessandro shoots for 3. It rolls out. Just can't seem to make the ball go in the bucket tonight. Robert Millard's going to drive. It should be on the floor. (42-28). 6.5 seconds left to go in the half. Ball goes in. Robert Millard. Braden Taylor. He shoots. It comes off. Alessandro has it. We can't grab it. We're going to end the half behind by 14. 42-28. Jesse Ragland does have 2 fouls. And are we still on, Blaze? Okay. I don't, without you to talk to, it's kind of an empty space. Why don't we take a break?
I mean, I can talk, but I don't think
I don't think that's good for you. I think you need to rest your cords.
Yeah, I agree.
And drink some water. And get healed maybe by Thursday. It'll just miraculously come back. So, Bobcats are behind as we go into taking this break. Sean is trying to talk to Blaze, and he's like, I can't talk to you, Sean. All right, we're going to take a break. All right, 48-32. We lost a little bit of connection. We're back up. 5:23 left to go in the third quarter. Logan Ward coming into the ball game. He went out in the second quarter with a hurt ankle. He's coming back. Sand Lizards with the basketball. The top of the key to Christian Alvarado. He's going to work it around. Over to Rod Chatham. Inside to Robert Millard. He shoots two. He doesn't convert. Logan comes away with it. I've got to find my roster. There it is. Bryce Griffin with three. He shoots, and it's good. Slowly climbing back up. 48-35. Bobcats trail by 13. Long pass down to Christian Alvarado. Back to Rod Chatham at the top of the key. He's going to drive in, step back. Creed's going to go down low. Chase Jordan. It comes off into the hands of the Bobcats, and we're headed the other direction. Have you got me? Peyton DePriest takes a three, and in it goes. 10-point ball game, 38-48. This is what we need. Bobcats hitting points, scoring big, getting the rebounds. Braden Tanner going to drive to the middle. He lays it up, and we're going to have a charge on him. Peyton DePriest was set. Bobcats going to take the ball the other direction. I think I was trying to get out. Ball's going to belong to the Bobcats. Christian Alvarado's going to take a seat. Bryce Griffin into Al Govey. He's going to dribble it on up across to Peyton, to Al. Oh, my goodness. Al's going to shoot for two, and we're just 8 points down. Good job. Number 14, Braden Tanner controlling the ball for the Sand Lizards. Chase Jordan trying to set a screen. Braden out to Rod Chatham at the three. It's going to come off into the hands of Logan Ward. He tries to bat it back in, and the ball's going to stay with the Sand Lizards. I'm having a hard time saying Sand Lizards. That's a lot. Rod Chatham's going to be throwing the ball out. Chayton's going to be throwing the ball out of bounds. Out to Braden Tanner. Up to Robert Millard. He's going to try to drive right. Over to Rod. Back to Braden Tanner. Looking inside for Chase Jordan. Logan Ward comes around. He gets his hands on it, bats it out of bounds, but it's still going to stay with the Sand Lizards. There's only 6 seconds left on the shot clock because the possession, the Bobcats hitting it out of bounds, doesn't gain a possession. Sand Lizards have got to get quick here. Oh, good job by Logan Ward. He's able to step up and steal, bat it out. Bobcats are behind by 8. Bryce Griffin going to walk the ball down into Logan, back out to Peyton. Peyton's going to take a three, and he hits it 45-50. Bobcats slowly climbing their way back into this ball game. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And they score 2. Sand Lizards going to want a timeout. So was that a 2? 52-45. Logan Ward limping a little bit. Are we down again? Or am I just now getting this message? We're back up. Sand Lizards on the court after the timeout. Bobcats still in the huddle. They've had one horn. 4 seconds until this timeout's over. Rory Bradley coming over to say, hey, it's time to break huddle, Coach Smith. There's your signal. Ball is going to belong to the Bobcats underneath the Sand Lizards goal. Fans are in the house. Sand Lizards bringing some pressure. Going to have some help. Bryce into Peyton. Peyton going to give it back to Bryce. He's going to walk it on up to the middle. Braden Tanner playing some defense on Bryce. Over to Peyton, back to Al Govey. Al's looking in the middle, passing to Bryce out at the top of the near the timeline. Braden Tanner really trying hard to get his hands on it. Jesse Ragland working. Alessandro going to work on the drive. Logan Ward jumps up to get a rebound, and he gets it. 47-52. Sand Lizards were wanting a foul called on Logan Ward, but they didn't get it. Braden Tanner with the basketball. He's going to drive right. Dish it off. Oh, what do we got? They've called a foul on Jesse Ragland. Bobcats had managed to steal the ball and headed the other direction, but Jesse Ragland's going to get a foul. Justin Deckard's going to come into the ball game. Jesse Ragland has 3 fouls. Look at Logan Ward jump in the middle of that. Peyton's going to push it out to Al Govey. He's going to go up for the layup, but he's going to be called for the charge. Doggone it. Doggone it. So the score still 47-52. We could have certainly used that layup, but they're saying the Sand Lizard was there and still. So Al Govey draws the foul. Braden Tanner with the ball. Al Govey guarding him intensely. Over to Robert Miller. He's looking inside to Chase Jordan. Chase looking to Creed Vega. Bryce Griffin's able to get his hands on it, and Justin Deckard's able to come away with a steal. Ball's in the hands of Justin Deckard. Down to Peyton. Peyton's going to kick it back to Justin. He's looking. Peyton shoots 3. It ricochets into the hands of Robert Miller. Millard. He's headed the other direction. Peyton's able to get his hands on it, cause a little bit of aggravation, but they're still in control of the ball. Over to Braden Tanner, into Chase Jordan, and he lays it up and in. 54-47, Bobcats are behind. Minute 8 left to go. On the floor, Logan Ward, Alessandro Govey, Bryce Griffin, Peyton DePriest, and Justin Deckard. Bryce Griffin has it at the top of the key. He's trying to drive for a layup. He's going to be fouled. His layup does not go in, but we get a foul on Braden Tanner. That's good news for us. I think that's going to be only 3 for him, though. It's a dandy little player from Dardanelle. A lot of points, does a lot of directing of traffic for the Dardanelle Sand Lizards. Bryce's first shot's up and good. 54-48. Been nice if he would have had that layup. It would have been 54-50. Second one. Bryce spins up, and it's good. 54-49. Bobcats just up by 5. That's very doable. Very, very doable for the Bobcats. Al Govey on Braden Tanner. Moving his feet. Braden's going to drive to the middle. He's met with Justin Deckard, but he puts the lay in. Soft jump shot, 15-footer, 10-footer maybe. Bryce Griffin with the ball. Logan Ward to Bryce. Bryce is going to drive. He kicks it out to Alessandro. Alessandro goes, and he's going to be fouled by Rod Chayton. He was met by 3 Sand Lizards. They were not going to let him lay that ball in the bucket. That's 3 fouls on Chase Jordan. Oh, I've lost my roster. Yeah, Chase Jordan. Alessandro's first one's up. Oh, it bounces right out. Dardanelle's going to sub in 2 players. Christian Alvarado coming back to the scene, and then Ethan Turnbow. I don't believe we've seen Ethan Turnbow in this game. We did see him in junior varsity. Alessandro preparing to shoot his second shot. It's up, and it bounces in. 56-50. Bobcats behind by 6. 27 seconds left to go in the third quarter. They're going to have to give it all in the fourth quarter. Braden Tanner with the ball. Got my timeout for the referee. I think it had something to do with the shot clock. There's 21 seconds. The shot clock's not going to be a factor. 21 seconds. Justin Deckard playing Big D right there. Braden Tanner with controlling the ball, 18 seconds. Alessandro Govey guarding Braden Tanner. Johnny Smith directing traffic, asking Justin to get up on 31. Backdoor cut to by Braden Tanner. Peyton DePriest was able to get his hands on it, bats it out of bounds. It's going to belong to the Sand Lizards, 6.8 seconds. Big D right here by the Bobcats. The possession arrow does belong on the Bobcat end, so a stop and come out with a possession would be good news for the Bobcats. We need a big stop right here. Into Chase Jordan, looking for Braden Tanner, and he's got it over in the corner. He jumps to shoot a three. It rolls off into the hands of Justin Deckard, and that's all she wrote for the third quarter. So the third quarter is over of this ball game, 56-50. For the Bobcats this week, the girls definitely play at 7 o'clock tomorrow night at Clinton. Don't know their opponent. The boys, this game right here decides, are they going to play at 5:30 for third and fourth place? Are they going to play at 8:30 for first and second place? Friday night, all four teams, junior girls, junior boys, senior girls, senior boys, travel to Mountain View to take on the Mountain View Yellow Jacket. And then we hit Thanksgiving break. After Friday, we're not in school next week. Then they come back from being off the Thanksgiving break, and I think conference play starts. I believe I saw that Quitman and ICC are on the schedule coming up, and those are two of our conference foes. Sand Lizards ready to take the court early on, still 9 seconds left to talk about it. Jesse Ragland's going to come back into the ball game. He has 3 fouls. Taking the ball out is going to be Peyton DePriest. Peyton into Bryce. Bryce is being heavily guarded by Braden Tanner. Bobcats taking it slow. They're playing a heavily guarded Peyton DePriest, boxing one on him. Almost holding him, yes, referee got it. Creed Vega's been holding him. Peyton's been trying to get loose, and he's called for the foul. That's what we're going to have. Peyton was battling for every inch of floor space he was getting. First foul on Creed Vega, though. So he's got plenty of room to play that intense defense. Bryce Griffin breaks to the corner, inside to Peyton. Oh, he's going to get a second foul. Creed Vega battling Peyton for the ball. He ends up on the backside, and he has his second foul. Peyton DePriest taking the ball out of bounds. Bounce pass to Jesse Ragland. Jesse Ragland. Bobcats getting very spread out on the offense here. Peyton trying to drive. Jesse going to the right side. He shoots. It rolls off into the hands of the Sand Lizards, but the Bobcats almost had a steal. Oh, Jesse Ragland is going to be called for a block. That's going to be his 4th. Sand Lizards get the layup. Justin Deckard's going to come back on the floor. Trey saying Jesse was not set long enough. We just have to go back and re-look at that one. I thought you had replay, Blaze. Chase Jordan at the line. He doesn't. Oh, Creed Vega. I believe we're going to get a foul on Logan Ward. Creed Vega jumps in there for the rebound. And Logan Ward comes over his back to try to grab it. That's going to be the 3rd one on Logan Ward. On the floor, Peyton DePriest, Bryce Griffin, Logan Ward, Justin Deckard, and Alessandro Govey. Looking. Braden Tanner with the ball. You can bet that's where they're going to go with the ball. He's trying to make a move on Alessandro. Robert Miller trying to make a move on Bryce. Here we go, going to the middle. We collapse over to Creed Vega, and they lay it in. When the Bobcat defense collapsed on Braden Tanner, that left Creed Vega open for a layup. Bobcats struggling. Bryce Griffin with it at the top of the key. Logan Ward setting the screen. He rolled to the bucket. Bryce in the middle. He's trying to get down low for a shot. He jumps up. He misses, but Justin Deckard's in there for the rebound and the layup. Way to go, Justin Deckard. We needed that, buddy. 60-52. Good job, Justin Deckard. Braden Tanner with the ball at the top of the key. Allison, he's going to drive, kicks it out to Rod Chaden. He's going to go in. He jumps, he misses. Bobcats have got to get the rebound, and they let the Sand Lizards have it. We can't let them have second opportunities at this point in the game. Braden Tanner jumps up, bounces it off the glass, and up for two. It's a 10-point ball game. Bryce Griffin walking it up to Justin, over to Peyton. Peyton driving to the top. He pulls up to shoot a three, and it rolls out. Sand Lizards are able to come away with the rebound. 5:45 left to go. Peyton's able to make a big swipe at the ball. He runs into the Sand Lizard bench. It's going to stay with the Sand Lizards. 52-62. Bobcats are behind by 10. Cole Harness coming into the ball game for Alessandro Govey. Ball's in to Chase Jordan. Braden Taylor's got a free layup, and he takes it. Dadgum. Bryce into Peyton, back to Bryce. 12-point ball game. Over to Cole Harness. He's money on those threes himself. There you go. 55-64. Cole Harness came into the ball game last night and hit some big threes. So he's a dandy to have out there right now when we're trying to climb back into this ball game. Just come on. Foul on Cole Harness. I kind of felt like number 14, Braden Tanner, leaned into him for the contact, but referee calls it on Cole. We're not in shooting situation. Jesse Ragland back into the ball game for Logan Ward. Rod Chayton with the ball. He gets it to Chase Jordan. Back to Rod Chayton. Over to Braden Tanner. Dandy little player. He's working Cole Harness. He's going to drive to the middle. He finds Craig Vega, but Jesse Ragland finds the ball, and away it goes to the Marshall Bobcats. 55-64. Jesse, Bryce. Bryce has a free layup. He takes a jumper. 64-57. 4:43 left to go. Hands up defense, Donnie Smith's saying. Bobcats in a man-to-man. Braden Taylor going to try to take it down low and get the defense to collapse on him, leaving his post guys. Cole Harness with his hands on the ball. Dandy little defensive player. Braden Tanner's trying to drive to the middle, get the defense to collapse on him. That leaves his post guys open. They're breaking to the bucket, getting an easy layup. And he's just an effective enough short jump shooter that he can make that happen. Braden Tanner with the ball at the top of the key. He's driving, waiting for the collapse. He shoots, and it's good. 66-57. Jesse Ragland with it. He's trying to drive. He finds Cole Harness over in the left corner. Back to Jesse Ragland. He's trying to work it, and it rolls in. 59-66. 4 minutes left to go in the game. Bobcats going to have to step it up if they want to be playing for first and second. Get aggressive right here on D. Braden Tanner driving. Oh, gosh, you're going to call the bucket good. Call the bucket good. And foul on Cole Harness. I didn't see much contact at all right there. 68-59. Braden Tanner to the line. Bobcat student section are going to have to get loud over there. Braden Tanner's shot is up, and it's good. 59-69. We climb in, we climb out. We're going to get climbed back in right here. Over to Bryce Griffin. Cole Harness was open down low, but by the time Bryce Griffin saw it, the Sand Lizards had seen it, and they covered him up. Cole Harness for three. It comes off into the hands of the Sand Lizards. Robert Millard's going to head the other direction with it. He's going to drive to the bucket. Short jumper, and it's good. 71-59. To Cole Harness, Bryce Griffin to Cole Harness. Cole finds, oh my goodness. Cole was trying to hit Justin, and the ball just took a little crookedness and ends up in the student section. Timeout. Donnie Smith wants a timeout. You know, 71-59 sounds like a lot, but all at once the Bobcats can be back in this ball game. 71-59, 12 points. We've got the three-point shooters. We've got the artillery to do it. We just got to settle our minds and do it. We got to make sure that the Sand Lizards don't get second chances on their shots, and we need to get, if we don't make it on our end, we need to get our second chances. We got to be crashing the boards. Okay, ball belongs to the Sand Lizards. Bobcats are bringing their press. Jesse Ragland on the floor. He's involved in the press down here. He does have 4 fouls. We're in a man-to-man press. Robert Millard with the ball. Cole Harness, we've had a switch in defense. Down to Rod Chayton. We're going to have the ball thrown away. Oh! Bobcats must have got their hands on it and deflected it. Logan Ward coming back into the ball game for Justin Deckard. 71-59, 3 minutes and 1 second left to go. The Sand Lizards have it on the Bobcats end, trying to throw it in. Braden Taylor with it. Gets that collapse. He gets that collapse, and then that opens up his postman. Creed Vega, he goes up for a layup, and Logan Ward fouls him. 73-59. Creed Vega's first one, our only one, is up and no good. 79-53, Bobcats trail by 14. Bryce Griffin with the ball. He hits Peyton DePriest in the left corner. He shoots and misses, but Jesse Ragland's there for the rebound. He finds Peyton again. Peyton shoots the 3 and misses. It comes down into the hands of the Sand Lizards. Sand Lizards, Robert Millen shoots a 3, and it's good. They have been money on the threes tonight. 2:25 left to go in the game. 76-59. Bryce Griffin takes a 2. It rolls out. Peyton and Jesse are fighting for it. And when that happens, when 2 players from the same team fight for the ball, that ends up in a walk. Sand Lizards looking to believe they might have this one in the bag. They're subbing in some of their team players that we saw on the junior varsity. Or either they have a lot of confidence in their junior varsity players. Robert Miller getting it down. Braden Tanner still on the floor. He's driving to the middle. He's caught. He finds Robert Millard on the 3. He shoots. It's going to come out. 2:03 left to go in the game. We're sending Alessandro back in. Bryce into Alessandro, back to Bryce. To Jesse down low. We're going to get a foul on number 5, Eddie Moore. We see here comes Braden Tanner and Christian Alvarado back into the ball game. Eddie Moore and Ethan Turnbow take a seat. Jesse Ragland going to the line, 1-1. First one's up, and it's good. Second one up, and it's good. 61-76. Sand Lizards working it around. They're going to throw it out. Oh, Bobcats get their hands on it. They have it underneath their bucket. They find Robert Miller to Braden Tanner. Braden Tanner over to the corner. They shoot. It comes off. Bobcats are, oh, they had it. It rolled off their fingertips. Sand Lizards are going to put it back in. They're going to want a timeout to do some subbing. (78-61). It wasn't too long ago. It was just a 6-point ball game. Bryce Griffin into Jesse Ragland. Jesse driving to the middle. Peyton DePriest up and in. And Sand Lizards are going to get called for a foul. 78-63. Bobcats having the opportunity to bring this ball game within 14. Peyton DePriest at the free throw line. First one, the only one is no good. Ball's batted out of bounds on the rebound. It's going to stay with the Bobcats. Into the ball game, Justin Deckard and Dylan Tyler. I guess I don't know what I was going to say. Blaze, I'm missing you. Jesse Ragland has it at the three-point. He shoots. He misses. It comes down into the hands of the Sand Lizards. They're heading their direction. Christian Alvarado has it. He finds a man down low. He's looking inside. Back out to Eddie Moore to Christian Alvarado. They've basically set their 5 starters down. We're going to have a foul on Bryce. 63-78, 59 seconds left to go in the game. Andy Granado's going to come in for Bryce. That's Bryce's first foul. That is unusual for the for him to play this long into the game with only 1 foul. He's played a good ball game. Christian Alvarado, first free throw's good. Second free throw for Christian Alvarado is good. Sand Lizard's going to sub out, send Christian to the bench. Jesse Ragland into Dylan Tyler. Dylan Tyler going to bring the ball down the right side. He looks, he finds Jesse back at the top. Justin Deckard was breaking. He should have shot the ball. He passes it off to Andy. Oh, good. We're going to have a walk on the Sand Lizards. Justin Deckard had a perfect little shot and trying not to be selfish, passes it off to Andy, and the Sand Lizards get their hand on it. Jesse Ragland drives. He finds Justin. Back to Andy at the top of the key. 38 seconds. Peyton DePriest to Jesse Ragland. He drives to the middle. Steps, fakes, shoots. 80-65. Sand Lizards go in their direction. They quickly get it across the court. Working it around. 17 seconds. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, Jesse almost got his 5th foul. I think the referee's being generous with Jesse because he could have easily called him for that 5th foul. Justin Deckard taking it out. He finds Dylan Tyler, 3 seconds. He's to Andy. Someone shoot it. Peyton's going to take the last shot, and it's not going to come anywhere near. So the Bobcats are going to be playing at 5:30 tomorrow at the Clinton Yellow Jackets Stadium. They'll be playing for third and fourth. I don't know who we're playing. I guess that's what you asked. Just the girls play. The girls play at 7. So boys will play at 5:30, and the girls will follow them at 7 o'clock, and then the championship game. Quite possibly, it just depends on who lost yesterday. We might be playing. We might be playing Shirley. I heard someone say that last night, but it depended on if Shirley won last night or lost last night. And I don't know who Shirley was playing. So that's a possibility. Let me see if I can figure out the possibilities. Oh, gosh. Well, I'm having to delete some things to find some things. Loser of Berryville and Shirley. Or is it the winner of Berryville and Shirley? Because Shirley had already lost to Southside. So I think that's what it might be. I think you only have the opportunity to lose twice. And Shirley had already lost to Southside of B Branch. And I think they played Berryville. So whoever maybe won between Berryville and Shirley. One of the two. We're either playing Berryville or Shirley. I think. All right. Blaze, we'll see you tomorrow at Clinton. Y'all have a great evening.